I have something called a cuff that everybody wears, which is on your forearm. It wraps around it. It's a neural impulse cuff. And it reads in my story, it reads the electrical impulses that travel down to your hand, and it's reading it in your arm. And it is then essentially like you can move your hand to trigger commands. And then it's like your phone, right? Like it's your phone, it's your internet access. It does a bunch of things, but it's controlled by these neural impulses. And that's based on a product that I saw for PowerPoint. It may be used for other things, but I saw it in a PowerPoint demonstration where you can wear it, and it actually measures the muscles in your hand, the muscle movements. And so you can, like, next screen, and you just wave your hand, and then it's attached to your computer, and your PowerPoint will then switch to the next screen, or you can close your program, or do some other simple commands with it. And so I thought, oh, well, wouldn't that be cool? But like, how could we amp that up a little bit? I also have something called a reclamator, which is sort of like recycling and trash all in one. You can put your waste into it, and it will separate things out into its base components. And then, like, at some point, like, a recycling machine will come through, and now you've got your copper and your aluminum, and it's all kind of broken down. There is something that exists that is sort of like that. Um, and I like, it's very expensive, and but I saw it in like like a tech ad kind of thing. And I thought that was really interesting. So I was like, well, how, like, now, instead of just being like this expensive commercial product, like, what if everybody just dumped their fast food trash, and, like, the paper got separated, and maybe that's the way that future trash is handled. And what was another one that I had that was, um, I use fungus a lot for their space food. I was watching a show, I think it was called Food of the Future, and it talked about mycelium. They had little packets for mushroom spore packets. And all you do is you add some water and some nutrients, and it grows into like a dough. And then that dough, I think it's like, if you bake it directly, it turns into like a bread. But if you freeze it, it gets more of a meat-like texture. And I thought, how cool would that be for space travel, where weight is always a consideration? So you have these little mysoprotein packets that you have, and then all you have to do is add water and nutrients, and you can have a chicken sandwich or a hot dog or a hamburger. And depending on what flavoring you add to it, like, that's your food. But you don't have to grow it all at once. You can just grow it bits at a time. And I thought that was a really neat thing. And that just got me thinking about how could you apply that in a science fiction or in a futuristic manner. I like my technology to feel like it's something that it's grown out of what we already have, you know.